What's up, guys? Your boy Sully the Great One here with Keysar. And this is going to be our second episode of Gaming This Week. We got a lot of items for you, and we want to get started.
Yeah, so little sidebar first. Captain Marvel just is expected to break 100 million in pre-ticket sales.
Remember, we don't talk about Captain Marvel anymore.
Yeah,
we're just strictly a gaming channel now.
Yeah, okay? Well, anyway.
But what's the point?
Speaking of Captain Marvel,
okay.
Nintendo Direct has happened a few days ago now,
right.
And Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 was announced, and it's going to be a Switch exclusive, and it's going to offer like a little bit more different experience. Like you can zoom in more than your normal third-person ISO experience. So it's supposed to be really exciting. They don't just have combos now. They have super mega combos now. Where like I saw some gameplay, everything's just exploding.
Okay,
yeah,
well, that's kind of cool. I used to play Marvel Ultimate Alliance back in the day. So
yeah, this one's called the Black Order.
Okay,
fighting Thanos goons, which would be great connection. Great.
So it's like more of a remix.
Yeah,
reinvented.
Who are you gonna play?
Oh, 100% Spider-Man.
Oh, Thor. Thor's my guy.
Why?
Every time. Why? Because he's the best.
As long as no one's playing Captain America, which is the most overrated superhero.
No.
All right. Anyway, we'll continue on. So what's next?
More announcements came from Nintendo Direct, including Tetris 99. A lot of people are excited about that. It's free if you have the Nintendo subscription.
Okay.
I've already downloaded mine, which is awesome. Assassin's Creed 3 is being remastered just for the Switch. That's pretty good news too.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed is really cool. I haven't played it in a while.
Yeah.
They also announced probably my personal favorite, Link's Awakening, the Game Boy Classic. They're bringing it to the Switch. Some of the early screenshots of it look fantastic. People are saying that this could be the darkest Zelda game ever made, and that's kind of interesting, just because with the whole Breath of the Wild, it was pretty dark. Twilight Princess was pretty dark. In a sense of those games were more targeted towards adults. I think this is going to be pretty surprising. And just like, a couple other Zelda remakes in the past, this one's going to do really, 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 really well.
It looks good. It still has that old Game Boy vibe, but it's very, very
I don't mind that at all, especially on the Switch, right?
Well, it brings that nostalgia value to it. Going on Nintendo Direct piece, Animal Crossing did not get any news, which a lot of people were really disappointed about. There's a really big Animal Crossing following, bigger than I realized, and the outcry was pretty intense. No Pokemon news either,
which is interesting, just because Pokemon has done so well as of late. Especially with Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee.
And the Verge of the movie coming out too.
Yeah, Pokemon's been on fire as of late. You'd think they would try to piggyback off that, and apparently, just no news yet for it, which isn't too bad.
That could mean big news are coming.
Yeah, true. But I don't. Are they at E3 this year? Who said they weren't? Was it Sony or Nintendo? We got to double check.
Yeah,
I think it's
take a quick break, check our sources.
Yeah, and more to come with that.
But what else? Super Smash Brothers, a huge game that we love here at Lootbox, is getting another update.
Yeah. Joker,
who was previously, we talked about it in a previous video, is coming, and he's coming in the spring. They are saying before April even.
Oh, wow.
But we're excited for more patch updates. This last patch did bring a lot of new balances that were needed, so I like that they're patching Smash.
Yeah, because the outcry has been so crazy as of late, especially with the competitive Smash community. The last Smash game that was on the Wii U was just a complete disaster when it came to competitive. And now they're really focusing on it, making sure every character is somewhat playable. Melee is still a very competitive game.
I think
it's
Melee
its own,
own,
its own community itself. That's a GameCube game, so it's just still so crazy that Smash is still so popular with that particular game itself, and now they're trying to make sure that everybody is playing this game, that this game is the focal point of the competitive scene going forward. So I appreciate all the balance.
Yes.
And updates.
Actually, they said they did such a good job on it. They're like, we have no idea how we would ever follow this game up.
Yeah. And then with our announcement on the first episode of gaming this week. We talked about Xbox Live coming to the Switch,
Yes.
and I mean now Xbox has a viable multiplayer platform. There we go, multiplayer platform to actually have a competitive scene online.
Xbox is making the right moves. They
Correct.
weren't for a while with their disinvestment in
Sure.
exclusives, but they're making the right moves now. They're making themselves like a service you can use on other devices.
Yeah, which is really cool. It's really awesome.
Yeah. So last little bit of Nintendo Direct news: Super Mario Maker 2 got announced. A lot of people are hyped about this. The trailer is awesome. I remember when the first one came out, these people would make these just nuts maps that they'd have like these streamers try to beat for challenges, and it was hilarious watching them just fail miserably in rage. But it's a really good place for people to like kind of talk about their creativity.
Yeah.
Also, creativity wise, Smash I think is also getting their level maker back,
which is really cool.
Yeah.
I'm super excited about that. I'm not so much about Super Mario Maker 2 right now. I never was a big fan of the first one just because it's not my type of game. By all means, there's a community for it. You guys run with it. Do whatever your heart desires. Now, me personally, I'm a big fan of the new Battle Royale game, Apex Legends, that just came out. And I've been playing the hell out of that both on PlayStation and the PC. And yes, I'm one of those players that play with a Xbox controller on the PC. I still dominate. Come find me. Leave your login or your Origin ID in the comments below and get shredded. Or join the team and let's shred people,
So a little bit about Apex is from the makers of Titanfall.
Yep.
Set in that universe.
Yep.
Battle Royale graphics a little bit more mature than the cartoony graphics from Fortnite.
Correct. So, and speaking of that, it's becoming that, Apex Legends is one of the most popular games right now on Twitch. It was for the past, I think 2 days, it actually hit the most streamed video game.
And I wanted to dethrone it since Fortnite took it.
They only wanted to dethrone Fortnite for at least more than 24 hours was Apex Legends. Now, they had some huge help with the streaming community. I mean, a lot of the big streamers that play Fortnite are actually streaming Apex Legends. I think they were a little bit... I know Shroud and a couple of those guys actually were involved in making the game, believe it or not. Shroud gave us some huge insights on how the recoil of the guns need to be like Counter-Strike, and you can actually see that in the game itself. So that's kind of cool and kind of neat. So, I mean, besides being promoted and used by these popular streamers, those advertisements have since fallen off, and the streamers are still playing the game. So the game itself is actually pretty solid, pretty good. Which is then growing the audience even more. So more power to Apex Legends. And from the competitive scene, it's also getting a huge boost in Dr. Disrespect's Code Red tournaments. Now, I don't know how any of you guys out there in the streaming world know too much about Dr. Disrespect.
He's a pretty prevalent streamer.
Yeah, he's now top 5 in subs. My personal favorite streamer of all time. He's hilarious. The doctor. That's what he does. Yeah. That's where I get it from, okay? Okay. Yeah. Anyway, he has Code Red tournaments. He had it for Call of Duty Blackout, which is pretty cool. He had it for Fortnite, but now he's having from Apex Legends, and let me tell you, it was exciting, high, intense action. I absolutely loved it.
Big prize pool?
Big prize pool. $20,000 to the winning team. Dr. Disrespect's team made it to the winners bracket final against Team Ninja. They lost, then they won the losers bracket final, then went back against Team Ninja, and they ended up losing to Ninja's team, of all things.
No one beats Ninja, dude.
Hey, well, here's the thing. Come on, beat Ninja. I just want everybody to beat Ninja, but more power to Ninja and his teammates. They got to split the 20 grand Code Red little platform, which is pretty cool. And I think Dr. Disrespect is going to have these, I think, once a month, and they're on Fridays. So I'll leave a couple links below in Dr. Disrespect's stream, so check him out too. Yeah.
So transition a little bit of Magic the Gathering news. I know a lot of people are Magic the Gathering fans out there. They just dropped a trailer, and it's War of the Spark. It's getting pretty crazy. So like the Magic universe. So you have the Marvel universes has like the Avengers. The Magic universe has these Planeswalker guys that are like the heroes.
Okay.
And it's like this dark trailer that comes in. You see all these heroes in like stained glass windows, and then there's a candle for each of them. And they all get blown out except for one, and the smoke like forms this like these horns. This is what the big baddie, like the Thanos of the Magic universe. And
who's the big baddie?
Bolas.
Bolas.
He's like this dragon that is like one step away from becoming a god. So it's a pretty big deal.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, that was pretty exciting news too.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. And you know, I haven't played the game much. I was into Hearthstone a little bit. Hearthstone took over my life there for a while. And then you can see, if you click over here, I think it's actually going to be over here. There's a video of me talking about Hearthstone dying, and it's been picking up a little bit again, just because of the frustrations people have with Hearthstone. Yeah. You're seeing a lot of those streamers go from Hearthstone to Arena, to Magic the Gathering Arena,
and to other card games. But Arena's been the big one to take.
It looks pretty cool, pretty interesting. We have a couple videos on the channel. We'll link those as well. Check them out. Getting into the final portion of the video, it's a little bit of a maybe not necessarily a personal one, but it just hits everybody in the feels a little bit. Not necessarily with the first part, but with the second part. But with the first part, the wrestler Booker T is actually suing Activision for his likeness in Call of Duty Black Ops 4, which is kind of interesting. It goes along with a lot of these other big-time celebrities suing video game makers. So, like, Epic Games is being sued for Fortnite dances, things like that. They also just got an F at the Better Business Bureau.
That's crazy.
Because they haven't responded to any of the negative feedbacks and comments of people complaining about their loot system. And
do they care, though? Do they care? Like,
do they? I don't know. I don't know if... I mean, the Better Business Bureau can shut down your business if you maintain an F. I mean, that's not good. Being an actual business, so it's under the Epic name, and that's you got to be careful with that, because if you mess with the Better Business Bureau, that's not going to bode well for you. And then on top of that, to add more headache to the Activision side, Activision and Blizzard, we talked about it before in multiple videos.
Yeah, well, they just had their like board meeting.
Yeah,
and there was a lot of good news and bad news. They claimed they got the record profits again, so their CEO is getting a lot more money, I think $15 million raise, but on top of that, they're laying off like 700 employees.
Blizzard, oh man, I don't know how exactly true this is. I know the number of people is close to being correct, but over 700 people were let go, and it was rumored that Blizzard gave out loot boxes. And I don't know, this sounds a little bit strange to me. I hope this isn't true at all.
I hope it's just a rumor.
No business should be doing this, but give out loot boxes as parting gifts to everybody, and within that, the loot boxes, that's how they let people know that they were fired, because 8% of those people who got loot boxes had a pink slip in there.
Yeah, so we're hoping that this is a rumor.
Yeah,
that has to be.
Because if that is, I mean, that was the worst business decision Blizzard's ever made. I mean, there was reports that some of the people, obviously the employees, were shocked by and thought it was very disrespectful in the report that I read. Don't think it's true. Hope it's not true. That would really suck.
We did read too that that day after that announcement, if you were walking through some of the employees walking like to work could see other employees like crying in their cars. They just knew.
Yeah.
So Blizzard's huge. Blizzard is like what got me into gaming, and they're the most passionate about the games and their lore, and just everything about Blizzard was what got me into gaming. Warcraft 3 days, and like they all just care so much about their content, the experience. So seeing it go more from less about the player, more about a corporation, is kind of a hard struggle to see.
Right.
But
I mean, you all been there. If you're a gamer, I mean, you've either played StarCraft, some type of World of Warcraft game like World of Warcraft 3, or WoW in general, the MMO, Diablo, Overwatch, Hearthstone. I mean, you played if you're a gamer, you've played some of those games.
So if you are a diehard fan of one of those games, they did say that they're only going to focus on those titles moving forward, and they're going to cut, I guess, everything else.
Which is good. So they've already cut, Heroes of the Storm, which was never going to take off. I mean, you can't beat League of Legends.
They kind of half gave that.
They didn't try, but to wrap everything up, you just don't want to hear one of the most iconic companies go through anything like that. Just a few years ago, they were one of the best places to work at, and now all of a sudden their doors look like they could be closing if they don't change a lot of these items that they're working.
Well, I know they're making record profits, but the heart and soul of like why they got money from me for the last years is kind of going. Right. I mean, you used to hear that Blizzard employees would take like 3 breaks a day to play the games they were making.
Which is fantastic.
Like, how cool would it be to take a break and to play someone in StarCraft,
And you could tell that they're going more corporate because the games themselves have struggled. I mean, Overwatch they always say that they're a small little independent. They're not.
Remember Diablo, the new Diablo thing being announced for mobile?
No, they booed the hell out of that. I mean, the World of Warcraft expansion is trash. Hearthstone can't find a balancing system ever since Ben Brode left. I mean, there's literally nothing going on positive about these games, and now they're losing. Activision and Blizzard are now splitting. Bungie with Destiny is threw up the deuces, whatever it is, and they're gone.
We hope for the best.
Sure.
But
I mean, there was the Destiny team was celebrating when they heard they finally got cut from Blizzard's stranglehold, Activision stranglehold. So
yeah,
it is what it is. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Right?
Yeah, that's it. Thanks so much for coming through, and we appreciate all the love and support. As always, give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. If you didn't, give us a thumbs down and let us know why in the comments below. And as always, please subscribe to the channel. We will greatly appreciate it. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next Sunday. Deuces.